morning, happy Friday. It is now day 7 of my June vlogs and it's a beautiful day today. It's so sunny. I'm not too happy about that because I'm going to be indoors all day. Tomorrow we've got heavy rain forecast and tomorrow's Saturday, so that's just typical. I'm looking forward to having some of my granola for my breakfast today. It's kind of more nuts than anything else, so I'm not having too much. I've had my little pottering about session in the garden this morning and it's now time to come up to the sewing room. Yesterday I ended up cutting out a load of fabrics for some large bags, so I'll sew those up. Hopefully they'll sew up quite quickly. I had a look at my Etsy shop last night and I realised there are actually quite a few large project bags still there, so if you're looking for one then you can go and have a look. The large ones are like this, and just obviously slightly larger than the smaller ones. I'm going to show you a smaller one just so that you can get an idea of the size difference. So this is a small one, which is ideal just for like socks and stuff, and then the bigger one you could fit whole skeins in there if you still got full skeins for the rest of your project if you're doing something slightly bigger. They're not massively different in length. They've got the same, no, they haven't got the same base at all, talking rubbish. Got a nice wide base, so they are very, very roomy. So that's a small one, and that is the large. This one I had put aside because I'd made it last month when I was doing my shop update, and then I noticed that there's a little mark on the fabric, so I think I'm going to have to sell this one as a slight second. I don't know, is that showing up? Where is it? There. There's a little mark there. It's just like almost a little rust spot or something, I don't know, but I've given it a wee wash and I couldn't get it out, so I just have to pop that on somewhere as a second. So I'm going to get on with my sewing. I've already made up some pastry for later on. I just quickly whizzed that up in the food processor this morning. I'm going to make quiche tonight. I think I'm going to do cheese and broccoli because I've bought a few recently and been having them for lunches and I really enjoyed them, and it's so simple to make, so I might as well just make them myself. So we'll just have quiche and salad tonight. After school, when I've stopped working, I think I really need to cut that grass because it's like a jungle out there. I just was sitting looking at it and I had the brainwave to press some of the daisies, so I've done that and I'll open them up again in a few weeks. Hopefully I will manage to do it in June and you can see what they look like. I always have pressed flowers. Normally if you open one of my big heavy cookbooks you'll find sandwiched in between the pages a tissue with some flowers in it. I just grew up doing that. My mum used to do that and I do it now as well. And I got that little flower press. Somebody was moving away to another country and she was getting rid of lots of her stuff. So I took the little flower press and I've never used that one, so that's the first time I've used that. But it's a nice little thing. I'm just sewing away again today, and down here on the floor in the most awkward place. Move Tilly. I'm just going to have to be careful if I move my chair because she's going to get run over. I'm going to do that really annoying thing that people do and say, I've just had some packages delivered. Now I know these are for the bee boxes. So I've just had some parcels delivered, but I can't show you what's in them. How annoying is it when people do that? So this one I am pretty certain is the wool. This came from Wild Rose Yarns, so you can have a look at her on Instagram. I think she has an Etsy shop as well, and you can sort of get an idea of the kind of things that Michelle dyes. So this is kind of in keeping with her sort of style, if you like. So that is exciting. This one, it's like a little brick. This is the fabric, which I'm excited to see. And this one I think is part of the packaging. I'm going to have some really cute packaging in the boxes. Yesterday Joshua said to me, just completely out of the blue, can I have one of your boxes? And I was like, what boxes? The bee boxes. And he was like, yeah, can I get one? And I'm like, you do know it's like a project bag and wool and things like that? Yeah, I really want one though. Like, I don't really think it's your kind of stuff, but I'll make you something with the fabric because you'll like the fabric. So he was happy with that. So we'll see what he ends up with. Maybe he'll get a pencil case or something. I thought that was really sweet that he just came out with that. So I'm going to switch you off and I'm going to open my parcels. I've just opened up the package that contains the hand-dyed mini yarn skeins that are going in the bee boxes, and Michelle has put in a little bag with some dried rose petals in it, and it smells amazing. It's so tiny, yet the scent coming from that is so lovely. I really need to start doing more things like this with some dried stuff, and I've got all that lavender in my garden and I really should harvest some of it as well, because the little bag that I've got in my project bag from Cherie has an amazing smell, and it really does come out when you pull the yarn out. It kind of wafts the smell out. It's beautiful. That is just lovely. I'm going to put that in another project bag so that another pair of socks smells nice as well when I'm knitting on them. So that's a lovely little thought. And I can't show you what is in the package, but I'm very excited. It's very, very pretty. It's very me, and it will be fantastic in my bee themed boxes. So thank you, Michelle, great job. Just a lunch back up in the sewing room. I didn't go outside because it's gone a bit cold. It feels like it's going to rain. Really cold, so I've just come up with a nice milky coffee. I'm going to have that just now. I've had to change my top. What did I tell you the other day? I was opening a jar of beetroot. Yeah, white top, beetroot, not good. That reminds me, I've thrown it in the washing machine with some stain wash spray, and I've not put it on yet, so I need to go and switch that on actually. The fabric for the bags came earlier, so my afternoon is going to be spent cutting that up into the bags. For the lining for the bags, I think I'm just going to use fabric that I've got in my stash, so I'll have a look, see what goes, and I'll probably do a few different ones, so there might be 2 or 3 different looking bags. They'll just have different linings, that's all. They'll have the same outer fabric, and I'm excited to see what they're going to look like. So I've got a lot of cutting to do. I've got 3 meters of fabric, so I just hope that's going to be enough. That's going to be hard work trying to cut that because it's one continuous piece of fabric, 3 meters long. So I'm going to sit down with my notebook and figure out the best way to cut it, most sort of economically really, so there's not so much wastage, because I don't want wastage. Hopefully whatever I am left with I can turn into other products at a later date. That's how my afternoon looks. It's not particularly exciting. I probably won't film much of that because this week has been a lot of there's been a lot of sewing footage and stuff, and you're probably a bit bored of seeing that. just finished dinner and it was pretty amazing actually. It was a bit of a random mixture of ingredients from the fridge that needed used up. The quiche was lovely. The orzo with the tomatoes was really nice, and the green beans and the red onions was lovely as well. I ended up mixing the red onions and that in with the orzo. It went all really nice. So that was tasty. We've just had to quickly run and get the washing in because the rain has started now, so we're just going to cosy down for the night, watch some TV. We've got a heavy rain forecast for tomorrow, so I think what we might do is do some shopping because I needed to buy new jeans. I had a bit of a double mishap with some jeans that I put on last week. We had been out at the safari park on the Saturday and Joshua, I think, noticed there was a big hole in my jeans right in my crotch. Not the actual stitching of the crotch, but just the fabric. There was a hole. So I don't know how long that had been there. And I'd been sat on the boat, like, opposite someone as well. So I don't know if people noticed. So when I got home, I looked through my drawer for some other jeans and found a pair that fitted and was quite happy wearing those for the next day. And then, what was I doing? I just ran my hand over my leg and found a hole in the exact same place. An even bigger hole. So goodness knows how long that had been there because I haven't worn those jeans for a long time. But I don't remember them having a hole, and if I'd known about it, I don't think I would have put them back in my drawer. So 2 pairs of jeans, both broken in the same place. I think they're trying to tell me that my bum's getting too big or something. So I'm going to go and look for some new jeans. And Joshua is in need of new trainers and new sandals. So we're going to have a wee shopping day, I think. We'll go through to Edinburgh, so I'll take you with me, of course. And oh, it's Saturday tomorrow, and if you follow me on Instagram, you should know what Saturday breakfast brings. Weekend waffles. I can't wait. I've got strawberries, I've got Nutella, I've got some perfectly ripe peaches as well, so all that is going to go together just beautifully. So I will see you in the morning. Have a nice night. Goodbye.